I'm the worst person to threaten using a newspaper. Worst person. I do not care about the paper. Because after one day, it's a toilet tissue. One man came to the HICC there with his wife. And the wife had a pregnancy like this. And I'm standing by the pulpit on stage. And I see a, where you go to the first balcony, first. I said, you're a liar. Huh? People are like, well, liar, how? I said, that's not a pregnancy. And as I went close to her, she was holding those, those scans here? There were scans. Here with a baby. An embryo. I said, these are fake. Remember? So these are fake. She said, what? These are fake, yes. I said, no, God, there's a child. I said, no. I said, Ashes, unbutton her. Let's remove what is there. And she had all this contraption done very well to pretend it's a pregnancy. Now imagine going to that person and doing, because there was those days I was saying, you are 8 months, 3 minutes, this. Imagine going like 9 months, 1. Imagine that. And then it be a false pregnancy. And then after they interviewed her, they realized she was a journalist from one of the local newspapers. All that was for a story to embarrass me in the paper. I do not care about the paper. Because after one day, it's a toilet tissue. I don't care about anything. I'm the worst person to threaten using a newspaper. Worst person. I can even add my own story in front of. See, listen to me. Some of these sins that they write that I have done in the newspapers, I look at them and say, if they knew the real one I committed, not this one. May somebody here rise by grace. I said, rise by grace. You are the voice crying in the wilderness. But the preparation of the way shall be done by grace. Sit down. At the HICC there, just in the grounds there, a woman beat up her husband the previous night. And they came, you remember? They came to the meeting. The woman started rolling like a snake and the man is running away in fear. But by the eye of the Spirit, I knew what had happened the night before. That this man had been beaten. So this lady started rolling like a snake. I said, God told me, this is what happened. And when he's telling me, I'm going back into the past. I said, my brother, come here. He stood there. I whispered. Pastor Simba was there at that time. I don't know whether we had called him pastor at that time. Yeah, he was okay. Now, I whispered to him, I said, this guy, he was beaten last night. But the woman now is pretending to have a demon. So I said, watch what I would do. As she was rolling on the floor, like a snake slithering there. It looked supernatural, the way she was moving. I said, my brother, come tomorrow with your wife here. I want to give you money. I'll help you with your rent and food and everything, rent. The woman woke up and said, thank you, Dad, thank you. She came out of character. Money was introduced. But notice, I'm able to locate phonies by the gift that I received by grace. There are things that I've done by tarrying, but never my gift, never my office. That was God. Tarrying has got results spiritually. I'm not telling you, just go do whatever you want to do, enjoy your life, no. I'm trying to explain to you, have a revelation of grace more than a revelation of works. You will produce more results than you are producing now. We have seen things that if we begin to tell you here, you run around and say, no. This is not true. It's not true. I have people here, even in the first row here. We have filmed lights that were set in the ground. You see a ball of light sit there and you have to take a photo. And some had videos, still have them today. And not realize what it is. You arrive there and it's not there. But on your video it's there. Just up there we were sitting with a few international visitors around a fire. And they said, Prophet, we just want to see an angel. I said, no problem. When I leave here, I'm going to leave my angel here. Film that one. They started laughing. I said, now just get your cameras out. We didn't do even 20 minutes. Calls started going off. What's happening? No, we just filmed it. Imagine you're sitting there. You're an international visitor. I didn't give you my phone. You filmed using your own phone. What has really taken place here? The idea is not what you think. You are appealing to your works to get your sight open. I'm a man created by grace. I'm a man created by grace. Have you ever thought that almost every Sunday when we do our healing, you hear HIV is going, cancer is gone? What do you think that is? Do you think that is manufactured in my house? Do you think that is a result of prayer, that I've prayed a lot for this to happen? Grace. Your laziness will not get you rich. But your hard work is not guaranteed to make you rich. But grace is guaranteed to make you rich. Grace. Just knowing that I survive by grace. Are you still following? There are people who know grace. And then the people that will pray 10 hours to get what they need. Then there are people who never pray 10 hours. They can pray for 10 minutes and still obtain it. That's why many thieves are getting successful. And many Christians are still praying. Why? Because the Christian thinks if I pray, God will answer my prayer because of how long I prayed, because I'm very... The thief now is just grateful that God is blessing. Grace, grace. They'll be crying grace. While you are trying to earn your stripes so that you can get the money. Big difference.